So I've chosen 3 different modules that have helped me design and create my lesson plan. The first module that I picked was Module 3. We went over a lot of really important information that kind of set the groundwork for starting our lesson plan. The first thing that we learned about was the components of the learning objective. I think that that was really essential because we learned the different components that go into it, the content standard, the level of cognition, the content, the product, and the quantified / degree of mastery. So this is my lesson plan. I definitely think that that was an important component for starting to create our lesson plan. And then the next thing that we learned about in this module was Bloom's taxonomy. And I think that was essential for us to learn about because learning the different levels helped me to design my lesson plan because it helped me match the product to the level of cognition in my lesson plan. So, and then the third thing that we learned about in this module was we were introduced to the California content standards. This was important because it allowed me to be able to identify the level of cognition plus the content in order to create my content standard. So learning different parts of the California content standards and being able to navigate them really helped me to be able to be successful in designing my lesson plan. So the next module that I think was really effective in helping guide me in my lesson plan was Module 5. We started to touch base on backwards design for learning, and I think that that was really beneficial because it allowed us to find a starting place. Instead of starting from the beginning, we kind of ended up doing backwards design and starting from the assessment and then moving forward from there and moving our way up through the different E's. The next thing that we learned about in this module was the different co-teaching model. So I think that this helped us to kind of figure out what each teacher was going to be responsible for and how we were going to design our lesson plan and what the setup was going to be. So I think that that was really essential for creating our lesson plan. And we used team teaching. So not that both of us were going to be talking at the same time, but that we were going to be alternating instruction and having different things that we're accountable for. The next section that I found to be very important for designing this lesson plan was Module 7. We did start to go over the 5 E's learning cycle. So I definitely think that being knowledgeable about what goes in each section was effective in helping us to decide what kind of activities we're going to have in those sections. So engagement, and then moving on to exploration and explanation. So I definitely think that that helped us to design what would be appropriate for each area. And then also in this module, we had an introduction to the actual lesson plan template so that we could start the process of actually putting together our lesson plan. So that was important because we kind of got to take all of the different little pieces and start slowly adding them into the different sections so that we could get to the point to where we are now. So, yeah.